sweet spirit, wonderful testimony to God's own glory, showing each and every one here there's nothing too hard for God. Amen. Praise reports, Evangelist Samaya, $100. Daughter Charlotte, $200. Evangelist Jackie, I mean, it's $300. Evangelist Wagner, 2 hands. $1,220. You can't be God given no matter how you try. And again, I say, as you've often heard me say, that when you give to God, you will receive an ultimate reward in this life, and in the next life, eternal life forever. Now, again, don't ever think that your gift is unnoticed. And there's no such thing as a small gift to God. Hallelujah. Every gift to God is big. Hallelujah. Because it comes from the inner depths of the heart. And the Bible says God searches the heart of the individual. So we thank God for those who have a mind to make that extreme sacrifice when it's very, very difficult. And listen, God knows better than me how difficult it is to give when things are not always going well financially. Amen. But the kingdom of God must go forward. Yes. And it's not going forward by that wicked billionaire who watches us and will not send a donation. I don't want no donation. All right, Bob. You can't give $25 million, don't give nothing. All right, Lord. Amen. Thank you. God says, properly, Lord. Amen. Person sitting on 8-9 billion, and he can't give 25 million. Yeah. How many millions does it take to make a billion? Hallelujah. Come on now. I don't know, but it's a whole lot. Amen. Hallelujah. I know one thing, 25 million ain't gonna do him. Amen. Maybe you can't buy an extra yacht this year. Amen. Maybe you can't buy a new Learjet this year. Amen. But one thing's for certain. You can send a message up to God that I don't set my affections on material things here, but rather I set my affections on things above. Nothing matters on your earthly journey. Hear me. What you do for God in His church. Amen. Shiloh goes forward because people make a sacrifice. Amen. Help others who are in need. If they in turn, when they are able, can help someone else along life's difficult journey. Yes. We thank God again for the spirit in this church to make sacrifice to the kingdom. And again, your labor is not in vain. Amen. So let's hear from the heavenly voice as they sing us happy. I want to take a thought from John's gospel. Around verse 15.
Jesus said unto him, Go thy way, thy son liveth. And the man believed the word that Jesus had spoken unto him, and he went his way.
Back up to verse 40, chapter 48.
Then said Jesus unto him, Except ye see signs and wonders, ye will not believe. The nobleman said unto him, Sir, come down, for my child died. Jesus said unto him, Go thy way, thy son liveth. And the man believed the word that Jesus had spoken unto him.
Now here's the thought I want to bring out this morning. When you come to church, there should be something inside you to cause you to believe there's something about the church that can be of a blessing to me. Amen. Now again, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. In this context, God is trying to impart to the church goers a strong message, if you can catch hold to it. That is, when you ask for something from God, you got to believe that God will do it.
Amen.
Ain't no sense in asking
Come on.
and say, I wonder if.
Right.
Maybe he can. God can do anything but fail.
Amen.
The failure of blessings from heaven is not in God's hands, it's in your hands.
Amen.
Because he already said by covenant, I will leave you and I won't forsake you. I'll bless you in this life and the life to come, eternal life. He didn't said that. And that's settled.
Amen.
But also, which is settled, is the principle in which God operates, and that is the principle of faith. And brothers and sisters, that's very deep.
Amen.
If you can understand why God did this way. He said, without faith, it's impossible to please him. Now, in this story, the man's son was dying. Someone told him about Jesus.
All right.
And he must have believed that Jesus had some kind of supernatural power.
All right.
Or he never would have believed what the person told him about Jesus.
Amen.
Now, he wasn't necessarily a church member.
All right.
But there was something imparted to him to let him know, if I can just find this man Jesus, something's going to be all right. When somebody tells you about the church of God, and you catch yourself in the church of God, you got to believe what thus says the Lord, and it will help you on your life journey. But if you don't believe it, there's a non-factor in it. So you don't have to come to the church and not believe it. You don't come to the church and say, oh, woe is me. No, when you come to church, you say, thank you, Jesus, for all the miracle blessings that you've done for me, and all that you get ready to do for me. I haven't seen all my blessings yet, and I know I got a blessing coming tomorrow. I got a blessing coming next week. I got a blessing coming next month. It's not tomorrow, not next week, not tomorrow. I'm still going.
Amen. Oh.
My blessings come.
Amen.
Church is about belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Belief can't be tricked. It can't be fooled.
Amen.
It can't be superimposed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Belief is something down on the inside.
Amen.
I believe.
Right. Right. Jesus.
When the man came to Jesus and said, my son is dying, will you come? And Jesus said, well, what do you want me to do? You can heal him.
All right.
And he asked the man, believeth thou this? And the man said, yes, Lord, I believe.
Amen.
Now, he didn't have to go
Amen.
because the testimony was already given.
Yeah.
He knew. And he put it in a phrase in which a person could not extract himself either. It would either going to be to the left or to the right.
Yeah.
I believe or I don't.
Right.
Not almost. Or I think you can. No. He said, Lord, I believe.
Yes.
And that settled it.
Yes.
Now, hallelujah. I want you to understand why God put this in the Bible.
Right.
When the man said, Lord, I believe,
Yes.
the child was already healed.
Amen.
But if the man said, well, now, I heard something about you, I think maybe, that child would have never got healed.
Amen.
Understand, church, the importance of faith in God.
Amen.
If you give a testimony, I'm healed, stand flat footed on the word. Don't look at the pain. Don't look at the knot. Don't look at this and look at that. Say I'm healed.
Hallelujah.
When I got healed of that third heart attack,
All right.
I said, I'm healed.
All right.
Light came in the room. I left, started walking around, and I still had a discomfort in my chest for maybe 2 or 3 months down the road.
All right.
But I wasn't looking at that.
All
I said, I'm
right.
healed.
Amen. Glory.
That shortness of breath is gone.
Hallelujah.
That heavy pain is gone. I can deal with discomfort.
All right.
But that heavy pain, I want it gone.
Glory.
That smelling sensation, I want it gone. I said, I'm healed.
Amen.
And that discomfort stayed with me for months. One day it was gone, how do you know when it
All
was?
right,
But I know one day it left.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Lord, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
When he said, Lord, I believe, hallelujah. He said, go thy way.
Amen.
Your son liveth. Read the next verse there.
And as he was now going down, his servants met him and
His
told him,
servants met him,
Amen.
saying, thy son
Now I
liveth.
want you to catch hold of this part. He said, my son liveth.
Then inquired he of them the hour when he had began to amend.
What hour did he get healed?
All right.
And
What?
they said unto him, yesterday at the 7th hour the fever left him. So the father knew that it was at that same hour in the which Jesus
Same
said
hour.
unto him,
They questioned God yesterday.
Yeah.
And when he got to the place, what hour did he meet?
Yeah.
What hour did he get here? That's the same hour God said, your son. God made a promise to you, and he tells you everything is all right. You got to rest on the word of God, and everything is all right. Don't question the time, don't question when, but if you decide you stand fast on the word, I know what I know that I know. That God is God in my life, and that I will know what door, and ain't nobody told us. God will hear my God out here with the gospel says. Hallelujah.
Preach, prophet. Amen. Preach. Yes. Amen.
Folks that God can get to serve you so much, your faith is already going up the window.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
That's right.
Sister called me up a few months ago, and then just the other day. I said, well, why did you go to the doctor in the first place?
Amen.
Well, I had this knot here, and I just wanted to see. No, you don't do things like that. If you're walking by faith, touch your feet.
Amen.
Hallelujah. And when the wind, the discouragement comes, when that pain comes, you still say, I'm healed in the name of Jesus. But when you go to the doctor and they tell you this, here's the x-ray to prove it, brothers and sisters, the psychological factor
Amen.
already has knocked out your faith. And without faith, what? Can't things come. Sometimes you have to stand aside from all things that seem logical and stand flat-footed on the spirituality of God in your life.
Yeah.
We're talking about spiritual intervention.
Yeah.
We're talking about divine healing.
Yeah.
Divine miracles in your life. That's not something somebody else can do, but only God can do it.
Amen.
Hallelujah. And that
Yes.
means you don't need no help
Right.
from another soul.
Right.
I'm standing on the word of God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And who was it? Was it Esther? Said, now, you asked me to go to the king on behalf of all the Hebrew people. That the king is getting ready to put to the sword.
Yeah.
You asked me to go? Mordecai said, yeah. Because you're the closest one to the king.
Sure is.
I ain't got no
Yep.
favor with him. But you got favor with him. Who else can go but you?
That's right.
And she hesitated. She said, if I go and my petition is not answered, he has the right to kill me. Yeah, that's right. So in other words, you asked me to go and risk my life. That's right. Not me, but God.
Amen.
Hallelujah. And I believe Mordecai told her, for this hour was thou chosen
Yeah.
to do this. He chose you specifically to do this. And when she meditated, when she fasted, when she got prayed up,
Amen.
and she said, I'm going.
Glory.
And so Mordecai, if I perish, I perish.
Right.
But I'm still going.
Amen.
I'm going to the king unannounced.
Thank you, Lord.
And if I die, I die.
Amen.
Brothers and sisters, you die in the hand of God. What's the word about when you got to die anyhow?
Hallelujah.
I get much money you got. Presidents die, kings die,
Yep.
millionaires die.
Amen.
And when they put them in this, if they were to put them in the same field, if they dig them up 20 years later, you can't tell a millionaire from the pauper.
That's right, prophet. Amen.
Come on now.
I'm trying to let you know something. Why not die holding on to God
Amen.
and taking a chance on maybe there's something in this life that I can accomplish? Young people here, ain't nothing in this life you can accomplish.
Amen.
Oh, but I might miss this, I might miss that. You ain't missing nothing by serving God, by staying and holding. And let other young people know, still young people can hold on
That's right.
when their head comes.
Amen.
And don't do it begrudgingly. Don't be ashamed.
Amen.
Glory.
I'm not ashamed of nothing in holiness.
Amen.
I'm proud.
Amen.
Amen.
I'm proud that I can defend the faith.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. And now I preach this hard for 500 and with 5.
All right.
Don't make me no different. I'm preaching the truth of God's word. And I know I'm living by the standard in which I try to set for the church to follow. I know that. And that's what makes me feel good.
Amen.
That's why I say when I go for a judgment throne of God, I can look and straight in face. I
All
do
right,
my
prophet.
best.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Glory.
Whole lot of wouldn't hear, but I've done my best.
Right,
I
prophet.
preach what thus saith the Lord. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Oh, glory. If you can do all you can do and stand on the word of God, he'll do the rest in your life.
Amen.
Brothers and sisters, the reason why that man got the victory and the reason why it was put in the Bible for you to read and for you to understand. He said, Lord, my son died.
Amen.
He said, I'll go. He said, you don't have to go. One pastor said, you don't have to go. All you got to do is speak the word.
Speak the word. Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Word on it. Amen.
That's what he said, believe it.
Amen.
He said, Lord, I believe. Yes, I believe.
Amen.
He said, go your way.
That's right.
Yes.
Your son here.
Glory.
What hour? About the 11th hour.
Glory.
Wait a minute. Reflect here. That's the same hour God spoke to me yesterday.
Hallelujah.
About the 11th hour.
Amen.
The minute he spoke. But it took something to trigger it. Lord, I believe.
Thank you, Lord.
Brothers and sisters, when you say I believe, and you're standing on the word of God by covenant promise, it's a blessing to you. And every door that God intends for you to have open in your life will be opened.
Amen.
But never think, because you're young, and you got something way ahead of you, you can do it on your own. And forget all of the precepts and principles you've been taught in holiness.
Right.
I'll put them on the table. I'll catch up with them when I'm 35 or 40. Maybe yes, and maybe no.
Right.
Jesus said, the day you hear my voice, harden not your heart. Because don't nobody know what lies beyond the veil but God himself. Not even the angels know
Amen.
what tomorrow will bring, but God himself. So I'm saying, didn't the preacher mention yesterday about they got a new virus out? No penicillin, nothing? No, it's just case closed.
Amen.
They're keeping it undercover because they don't want to panic the people with all this mess going on. But brothers and sisters, listen, if you don't stay in the holiness church, there's something mentally wrong with you.
All right. Free, Father. Amen.
And I'm saying it's true.
Amen. Amen.
Praise God.
That's right.
Stay in church.
Yes.
Don't doubt the word of God.
Amen.
Believe every word that proceeds of the mouth of God.
Yeah.
And so shall ye be blessed. Now the writer said, Lord, if my faith gets weak,
Yes.
let me look and see something
Glory.
that you have done for me so that my faith gets strong again.
Amen.
Well, all you got to do is look at yourself being in church today.
Amen.
Lord, don't let me stand. I want to be your bride.
Praise the Lord, thanks. Praise for the powerful word that came from heaven today. And to our great prophet, the wonderful man for the powerful word that came from heaven today. Really been blessed. As I said earlier, we can lift it up in our spirits. We are so blessed. Hallelujah. I said we are so blessed. And the world says they are blessed and highly favored, but they don't know what being blessed and highly favored really is. Hallelujah. Until they come and hear the great words from my great prophet. So I give the great Lord of glory, Jesus Christ, all honor and praise. Thank him for blessing us. You know, just to be good people. Man, that's a blessing right there. And double honor to our great prophet, really great prophet, Mr. Walker, standing on the battlefield of the Lord. Lovely memory is beautiful. And let the Mother Walker, and thank God for her, my beautiful wife. And thank God for all the people of God. And prophet came from St. John, and talking about this man who had a problem, and he came to the problem solver. And the problem solver made a statement to him, and the prophet told us about this faith and believing in this great God. Even before the miracle from heaven comes, we all have situations in our life. And I want to go back to just a certain little part of this verse 48. It said, Jesus said unto him, except ye see signs and wonders, ye will not believe. Now, church, you know, sometimes it's good to see things for yourself. But what about when you don't see nothing? Can you have faith to believe? And this is what pleases God. I mean, this is what really pleases God. And when you think about how much God has done for you already, how in the world can you think He won't do the rest for you? I mean, how can when He's done so much for you already, when He's done so much for your great example, Prophet Bishop Walker, the great leader that God has chosen, how can you doubt God? Doubting God don't get you nowhere, but believing God can get you everywhere, especially in heaven. So I thank God again for the wonderful time we had all day long, the Sunday school, the summation, praising and worship. My goodness, again, that grace we get been fed, and now we can really fed next door. Hallelujah. So again, we thank God for everything. And if all minds and hearts are clear, let us stand and be still.